Hello, my name is Emily Ailey, and I am the Program Manager for Trees Forever in Illinois. Today, I'm here to talk to you about our Illinois Community Canopy Tree Planting Grant and how to apply. If you are unsure if your community is eligible for this grant, please see our previous video, Illinois Community Canopy Mira Tool Walkthrough to determine community eligibility. The link to the screening tool can be found at treesforever.org/ICC plant. Please keep in mind, this is also a reimbursement grant. The trees must be purchased, planted, and documentation submitted before payment will be disbursed. Additionally, this grant only covers the cost of trees and not supplemental materials such as tools. Once you have determined your eligibility and know that you're ready to apply, you'll want to gather your materials. You will need a list of the tree species and quantities you want to plant and a prepared budget with quotes from local nurseries. If you have any questions about how to select tree species for your grant application or where to source them, feel free to reach out to a Trees Forever field coordinator. You will also need to complete the budget worksheet, which is available for download on the Illinois Community Canopy Planting Grant page on the Trees Forever website. You will also need an aerial map of the site where you intend to plant. Once you have all of these materials gathered, you may start the application process. The application will ask for the name of your community, the anticipated planting date, the grant amount requested, between $3,000 and $15,000, the county that your community is in, the population, the name of your organization, committee or group, and the federal tax ID number for your community. Please note that you will not be able to move through the application without completing all of the required fields. So make sure that you have all the information ready to go before beginning the application. Next, you'll be asked for the primary contact person, including their name, occupation, address, email, and phone number. You will also submit this information for a local media contact, as well as 4 committee members. Next, you will come to the project proposal page, which will ask you for your project description. This will be the narrative of your tree planting project. Where are these trees going? Why are they going there? For example, is this a flood-prone area and you're putting in water-loving species to mitigate that? Is this an area where people like to recreate and you want to provide shade? Is this an area where you want to plant some native flowering trees to support birds and wildlife? Let us know about the project and how it will benefit the community. You will also be asked about volunteers. How will they be involved in the planting? How will they be involved in the ongoing care and maintenance of the trees? Next, you'll be asked to address species diversity. How will your project diversify your community's urban forests? We are looking for grant applications that are not just planting 1 or 2 tree species or overrepresented species such as maples. We want to diversify our Illinois urban canopies to make them more resilient to future disasters and challenges such as drought, pests, etc. You'll be asked to address utilities. Are there overhead utility wires at your site? If so, how will you mitigate that? Where are the underground utilities? You will need a care and maintenance plan for the project. You will need to describe this plan for the first 3 years after the trees are planted. This includes watering, mulching, pruning, and staking if necessary. Also, please describe who will be responsible for doing the maintenance, how it will be funded, etc. If you have questions about how to create this maintenance plan, please contact Trees Forever staff for support. We are happy to help. Next, you will be asked a number of yes or no questions. First, does your community have a tree ordinance in place? Again, if you're uncertain of this or how to find out, feel free to reach out. The same is true for the question of whether your community has a tree board. Does your community currently have someone responsible for the trees in town? This might be a forestry department of your city, a staff arborist, or a tree board or committee. Is your community currently recognized as a Tree City USA, certified by the Arbor Day Foundation? If you answered no to any of the above, which of these milestones would you be interested in working with Trees Forever to achieve? Our staff are happy to help you achieve any of these milestones that your community is interested in. Please note that having these in place is helpful for receiving future funding, both from Trees Forever and from other organizations such as Arbor Day. You also have space to include additional materials here. Next, you will need to upload your supplemental materials. You will need an aerial map of your community with the planting site highlighted. You will also need a site plan. This can be a sketch or hand drawing. It could also just be a screenshot of Google Maps you've marked with the location and the species of trees you plan to plant. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our staff. You'll upload the budget worksheet we talked about before. There is also space for additional items such as letters of community support, verification of additional funding sources, etc. Finally, you will sign and submit the application. Be sure to include an email address where we can contact you. And that's it. Your Illinois Community Canopy Planting Grant is complete. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to the Trees Forever staff listed here for assistance.